Hello, welcome to another ramble. Today I'm going to be talking about minds. What do I mean by that? So I don't know about you, but I feel like INFJs are can be categorized as sapiosexual or demisexual. I looked at the definitions, and sapiosexual is somebody who is very attracted to someone's mind, and demisexual is someone who develops sexual attraction after creating some kind of emotional bond with someone. But I feel like you don't for us, like, I wouldn't really develop an emotional bond with someone unless their mind was attractive. So, like, yeah, I think most people find the physical appearance of people attractive, but for me, I would like to say that that doesn't really do it for me. Like, it's the mental and emotional connection that makes me attracted to someone. And it doesn't happen often, honestly. I just feel like it's so hard to find people out there that have minds that I find fascinating. I think what happens is INFJs spend most of their life analyzing all the information around us from so many different angles that we've covered most of it. So, unless you encounter someone who can see beyond what you've already analyzed, which is very rare, in my opinion, like a lot of other people are just dissatisfying, if I were to be completely honest. I've encountered mostly people who have very, what am I trying to say with that? I've encountered people who are small minded, and I don't mean that in a condescending way. I just don't think they spend as much time analyzing all the information that we analyze, because they are being, what is that called? They are being fragmented into different domains of reality that prevents them from taking the time to analyze things, you know? But like for me, like if I meet someone who can see an angle that I missed, or they help me to expand my viewpoint or my perception towards something that I had never considered before, oh my gosh. Talk about sweet spot. But yeah, most people are small minded. If you were to ask me, like, a lot of people just kind of follow trends, or they gossip, or they complain about stuff without really trying to fix anything, or they I don't know, they subscribe to the hive mind, um, and I'm just like not into it. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, I've noted that, like, because most people don't think upon things, like, conversations are so dissatisfying. Like, you can only go this far, right? With most people, it's like, oh, okay, let's talk about the weather, and then that's about it. It's like, I want something that is deeper and fulfilling and savory. You know what I'm saying? Like, soul level shit. But it's so hard to find that. And then you have people who are very, like, fixed in their mindset, so they're not able to, which is also, I guess, comparable to small mindedness. It's like they know, and you can't tell them otherwise. You know? I feel like those are, like, some of the more difficult people to deal with. It's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks because they're just set on something being a certain way, and they can't see beyond that. They can't see possibilities beyond that, like, construct. So it's just like talking to them is just like, okay, well, we've hit a wall and we can't go beyond that. uh, yeah, because you know everything. Like, for me, I know I don't know And that's why I'm on a constant quest to fulfill my curiosity. Like if I don't know something, I want to know, you know what I'm saying? And even that, like it's still very malleable. So like say like I've done all my research and I've seen things from many different angles, and I've kind of like, after I've put all the pieces together, I come to a conclusion. It's not fixed. If somebody comes in and with information that makes my conclusion inaccurate, like I will totally deconstruct my conclusion to meet the more accurate um, version of whatever's true. And what is true, I don't know. Everything is always changing. So what is the truth? I don't know. Um, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so being an INFJ, it's like we're supposedly the rarest personality type, but I think that's like overly hyped because it's not fun being rare, you know? Yeah, but everybody wants to be rare. Do you really want to be rare? It's really lonely and it's really isolating, and you can't really talk to people because they don't understand you. And yeah, like you can't really have conversations with people that have any depth or meaning. And that's why we're always by ourselves, right? A lot of the time we encounter people and it's just kind of like social, like superficial social banter that isn't really satisfying. Also, I find that like INFJs are too emotional for logical types, and then we're too logical for emotional types. So go figure, you know? So I don't know. I don't know why everybody wants to be an INFJ. INFJ is not what it's cracked up to be unless you'd like to be lonely all the time and isolated and not have anyone understand you, or like, yeah. But anyways, going back to minds, I find that an expansive mind, a malleable mind that talks about possibilities and ideas and ways to improve um, existing systems. So fascinating. I rarely come across these people though. Do you have the same problem, or is it just me? Anyways, I apologize if I'm talking quiet. It's just nighttime where I'm at, and I don't want to be too loud so it doesn't disturb anyone. Yeah. Anyways, I'd be curious to know your thoughts in the comments below, to see if you can relate to anything that I have just said. If you learned something, cool. If you didn't learn anything, cool. Blessings one and all. Amen.